The door closes behind you. Not loud, not dramatic, just a flat mechanical impact of steel meeting steel. And then the lock engages, a dull vibration you feel more than hear, traveling through the frame, into the floor, into your bones, sealing something final. You stand still because you don't know what else to do, breathing in air that smells processed, disinfectant layered over something older, sweat, metal, time, while the cold, controlled temperature keeps you alert inside a cell smaller than you imagined, concrete walls fading from white, a steel bed bolted in place, a thin mattress, a lidless toilet in the corner, every edge rounded and dulled as if even danger is regulated. Footsteps echo before faces appear, keys strike belts in rhythm, and distant voices call numbers instead of names. You are now one of them. You sit when told, stand when told, eat when told, learning quickly that questions have a cost. Nights bring no sleep, not from fear but from noise, metal doors, coughing, laughter that doesn't belong, and beneath it all a constant mechanical hum, a system that never rests and slowly teaches you not to either. Days don't pass here, they layer. By the first week you avoid eye contact. By the second you understand silence is safer than politeness. And by the third month you've mapped invisible boundaries. Who controls space, which guards follow rules and which invent them. Your first shift in status comes quietly, when no one tests you anymore, when you're allowed space at a table, not welcomed, just tolerated, and with it comes responsibility measured in small exchanges, holding places, passing information, trading soap, food, time, until everything has a price and every favor becomes a calculation tied to survival. Right and wrong fade into balance, debts and exchanges replacing morality, and instead of moving up, you sink deeper into integration. The official system runs on strict schedules, wake up, count, movement, but the real system lives in what isn't written, in creative compliance, and staying visible enough to avoid suspicion, but invisible enough to avoid risk, and understanding that overcrowding breeds hierarchy, and hierarchy enforces itself without words. Over time, erosion sets in. You stop counting days and start counting routines. Your name feels distant, your voice lowers, your words shrink, and the outside world fades into something abstract as relationships thin and silence grows heavier than conversation. Emotion becomes inefficient, reaction becomes dangerous, and the person you were becomes irrelevant, not gone, just no longer useful. Then one moment fractures everything. A fight, sudden and close, collapsing space forcing a choice where neutrality doesn't exist. And in less than 10 seconds, you act, not from anger or fear, but from instinct, crossing an invisible line that quietly redefines you. After that, time resumes its slow, unnoticed grind until your release arrives without ceremony, paperwork replacing identity as you're handed back clothes that don't quite fit, stepping out into air that feels warmer, freer, but unfamiliar. Freedom isn't overwhelming, it's unclear, undefined, lacking the rigid meaning movement once had, and for a moment you hesitate before walking forward. Behind you, the door closes again with the same final sound, and inside, nothing changes. The same routines, the same numbers, someone new standing where you once stood, still and disoriented, listening to the hum. Because the system was never about holding you forever, only about reshaping you enough that even outside, a part of it remains.